This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk about what's happening with the other segment on the show. I can't believe this happened. This is the night after New Year's Revolution. There was a live sex show with Edge and Lita, which ended with Cena hitting Lita with the FU. Boy, if you could have some do-overs in WWE, the live sex show probably makes the list somewhere, wouldn't you think?
I think so. It just wasn't appropriately named. It denoted a little darkness. It certainly wasn't family friendly, but it had a different name. You could have done basically the same thing, but the live sex show indicates that somebody's going to have sex on the air. I mean, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
You're not going to drive-in together and sit there and hold hands and eat popcorn.
No.
So I think that the connotation of what live sex show meant wasn't real positive, but it was another remnant of the Attitude Era. It was seemingly, to me, it was more appropriate for the Attitude Era, if it was appropriate at all, than it was for the Ruthless Aggression point in time. But it was a good TV. If you liked it, it was good TV. If you didn't like it, then it was a good TV. It's simply that simple.
Lita has spoken out about how she felt pressured at the time to do things she didn't feel comfortable with. You were running talent relations. Did she ever bring any concerns in this era to you that you recall?
Maybe a casual conversation, but nothing to the level of, I don't want to do this. If she had come to me and said, I don't want to do this, I refuse to do this, I'm not comfortable doing it, then she wouldn't have had to do it. Would have done something else.
Right.
But I think that the precedent of going against the company's booking ideas had a lot of talents uneasy. They didn't want to screw up their push, because God damn it, Conrad, we all know if you don't have a push, you got nothing.
Right.
When's your push come along?
I'm hoping to get one sometime soon.
I'll help you if I can.
Pray for me, brother.
I will. You got Brother Love on your side.
I do, when he's available to talk on the phone.
Poor old Brucey. He's knee deep in it, man. And I'm sure, quite frankly, he wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh no, I'm sure he's having a good time. It's the time of his life, but I can't imagine the stress. I know you didn't plop down and watch WrestleMania right away, but with that rain delay, and then I don't know if you saw, but there was a giant bubble forming over the ring where all the rain had collected on the plastic, and you had to feel like just any minute now this thing could blow. And
yeah,
they're just in the back, just hoping it goes well. That's got to be nerve wracking.
Got to be, and I'm sure it was. But in any event, it was Lita was a trooper, and she saw that this was a part of her break. This was a part of her build, a part of her getting recognition. Because the issue is, you just want eyeballs to come to her scene or her segment, whatever you want to say. And then that's how I explained to her. It may not be the way you would ideally want eyeballs on your segment, but considering that's what they have planned, the office has planned, I would just say, go steal the scene. Go give people something to talk about. And then as the more they're familiar with you and this image that's being perpetrated for you, the more opportunity you're going to have to get over. And quite frankly, that's how it worked out.
Yeah.
Lita got over.
Yes, sir.
Big star and Hall of Famer and all that good stuff. Gosh, she was real worried when I had my first meeting with her about her tattoo, because I'd been warned. Well, she's got, this is how funny this is how times have changed. Well, now she's got a tattoo.
Right.
Now, can you imagine today?
No.
Is tattoos are taboo?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be 8 guys in wrestling.
Yeah. It may be, right?
Yeah.
So, and how about the women? There's a lot of women got plenty of tats. It's
Sure.
just the way it is, man. That's a fashion statement. It's so, but she was worried about that. And I remember her taking her little office. She had a little nice suit on, skirt and a jacket. And she took off her jacket to show me her tattoo. I was nonplussed. It's cool. I don't know what it was. Lots of ink on her arm, but she was worried about that hurting her, and it didn't. I told her, I said, she's got a tattoo. She's a little edgy, and I don't think edgy was bad.
Right.
I said, but she's really, really good. But I'm going to hire her. And if the creative has the same feeling about her after meeting her that I do, you got a winner on your hands. And luckily enough, creative group agreed with my assessment, and off she went.
Let my family save your family some cash. You don't need perfect credit. You don't need money out of your pocket, but we will save you money. It's not a matter if, it's a matter of how much. SaveWithConrad.com. We should mention they try something a little different on Raw in Oklahoma City, your old stomping grounds.
Yep.
Cena and Lita one-on-one in the main event. Cena wins in 47 seconds. It feels like, man, we're just trying to squeeze every bit of juice possible out of this Cena Edge thing. But man versus woman one-on-one, I don't know about that, man. What do you think?
Lukewarm. Wasn't crazy about it. Don't know who it helped. All it did was exactly what you said. It was a placeholder to continue telling the story of Cena and Edge. That's all. And look, seeing Lita in her little in her wrestling attire, and I always thought Lita had as much natural sex appeal as any female that we had, and still holds that spot pretty good right now in my view. So that was kind of nice for 47 seconds. Reminds me of some of my honeymoons. 47 seconds.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.